everyone, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight is Millennium Night's Chrono Mask. Chrono Mask meets Turbo Jungle. We have a couple of returning people. But before we get to playing, I just want to remind you that we do have merch. You can check it out through the link in the chat or by heading over to Nerds with Dice on Twitter and using the link there. And we are also sponsored by Grinding Coffee Company, a Black and LGBTQ plus owned coffee company. I'm not much of a coffee fan myself, but I'm told they have really good coffee. You can get 10% off over there by using the code Nerds with Dice or the link that is in the chat. All right, and starting with Cassie. Introduce yourself and let us know who you're playing tonight.
Hey, I am Artemis. I do streams sometimes, and I am returning for tonight as Cassie Andrews, the previous Turbo Jungle Red Knight, but tonight we might have a color change.
And Riley.
Hi, I'm Dare, pronouns she, they. You can find me on all the lovely parts of the internet at NBDare, ENBYDARE. That name's changing very soon, and I'm playing Riley, our lovely former Yellow Knight, alongside Cassie's Red.
And Elizabeth.
Hello, I am Lauren. I'm playing Liz DeLuna, the current Yellow Ranger Knight. I guess current is kind of a tricky thing when you're doing time stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing about currents. They stream everywhere.
Right.
All right, and Princess.
Yeah, I'm between names. I go by Bear, and I'm slowly moving more towards using Iris. I am playing Princess Requiem, who is, from what I understand, one of multiple Gold Rangers that we'll be having.
All right. I want to start us with the Turbo Jungle Knights tonight. Back in a city that I no longer remember the name of, so we're gonna pretend like I do. Where would it be? Would you be with the professor? Would you be at the cafe?
Haven't we been doing portal nonsense?
We've been doing rift hopping. Yeah.
So we're probably, if we're back home, then we are probably at the professor's, or Cassie might be in class because she is still technically a student, if I remember correctly. But who knows at this point? So she's now an interdimensional hopping superhero.
Yeah, that doesn't make college easy.
No, probably not. So I guess I like then that if you'll just kind of just pop in at the beginning of this episode right into the professor's laboratories that you use as your command center. Yep. All right. So you just pop in. Tex is up at the computers, monitoring the city. The professor's not here right now. It's been a year since y'all befriended Madam. Her name changed. I don't remember what it was now. It's been a long time.
It has been more than a year, I think, in real world time.
But since you defeated them,
Melanie, right?
Melanie,
I think so. Yeah,
and her
Melanie.
Melanie, and her father, the intergalactic emperor, was defeated. since then, Tex has actually come out and started on hormones and stuff. So currently, Tex is full cowboy look. He's got a white cowboy hat on and like a Christian shirt on and jeans, cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And
I'm
doesn't
pretty-
even look at you when you pop in. Just oh, you're back. Hey.
Hey, how's things here? How's things here at home?
Uh, good right now. Nothing seems to be happening at the moment. Though I keep getting weird blips, but every time I get there, they're already gone.
Are they in the city still? Or are they?
I don't think so. They're like they literally pop up. I'm tracking them on the screen. I teleport over there, and they're already gone. I don't know what it's about, but I'm keeping an eye on it.
Has there been a pattern to the blips or anything?
A lot of them were a lot of the blips were at places that we fought last year. It was kind of weird to me, but it seems like they're looking for something. Like the first one was actually at the museum. They showed up at the junkyard. They checked in on the fountain in the square, and they've just been kind of jumping around like that. They were outside the apartment building of your friends there, Riley, the ones who helped us cross dimensions. Yeah. They were outside of there, and they didn't stick around, but it's really weird.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I might. I keep us posted.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere we haven't been yet, or is there where they haven't been yet that we have? I mean, outside of like another rift, like that time I was fighting in a different way. Anyway.
I don't remember a very specific location, but there's probably one. We'll say, yeah. So the park. They haven't been to the park yet.
Okay. Riley, do you want to check it out or?
Yeah. Park dates sound nice. I mean, we gives them an excuse to get some food back home and just kind of relax until it's time.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, as Cassie and Riley head off to the park, we're going to jump in time to the mall where Princess and Liz are you working, or are you hanging out in the arcade, or are you in your command center? What are you doing?
This is a good question. I have something I might want to show. Like, I might want to open up on Princess Requiem, but it's not that important. So if you have something like,
I have
something
nothing
else,
in mind. So if you have something in mind, go for it.
Oh, I was mostly asking Liz. But...
Oh no, I don't have any ideas yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you have.
So I think like last week I mentioned that that she wasn't quite used to 90s fashion and was wearing like a pristine white summer dress and cowboy boots. She has now gotten the memo that the latter is not normal and has switched to Heelys, which she is now using to bring refreshments to people in the audience. and she's very proud of the progress she's making. Oh, should I or should we be like reintroducing our characters because we have guests? Or...
Yeah, if you want to.
All right. Well, I already described most of her physical appearance. Her like I guess charm point are that she has the giant anime drill hair, which is of course gold, and like regular hair gold, not actual solid gold. And I guess if she has like a moment where she narrates to herself, she will reiterate that she is a princess from a lost future, that she is going to do everything not to let come to pass.
And what about Liz?
Liz is, I think, napping. Liz, by the way, is short, olive-skinned, with dark curly hair that's usually pulled up in a messy bun, wearing shades of like black and gold. And Liz is from 1997, so.
Yeah, do you want to say that Liz is snapping like at the food or at the food stand, and that is why Requiem is currently delivering?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What movies do you think are playing today? Like, you can just make some up, but I'm just curious.
The new Sandra Bullock horror rom-com, The Bullocking.
Oh, Face Off was released in 97.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got what would be a good off-brand version of this? Oh my god, wait. There is a superhero movie about a bunch of teenage superheroes in car-themed, multicolored outfits that came out in 1997.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention Spawn, which is like came out in 1997, and you know, due to having the property of aging like fine milk, is very quintessentially 1997.
I'm talking about Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, baby.
Oh, nice.
God, I saw that in theaters.
Me too.
I'm a frog.
Let's see. Yeah, we also have whatever your off-brand version of Batman and Robin is.
It's just called Kiss from a Rose.
What else? Oh man, we had Scream 2, Alien Redemption. I think is that what is that? No.
Sorry, are those two movies, or is that one movie with a subtitle?
Okay.
Scream 2 is a movie, and then
I thought you were saying Scream 2 : Alien Redemption. Like, what?
No, that's the new one. That's what's
I've only seen the first one. Do they go that far?
Not yet. They might at some point. Okay. So as you're working and stuff, there is a very stressed out mom who comes up to the register to get a rather large order for a bunch of kids. And you know what, because I think this is funny, at this point someone seemingly dressed up as one of the Turbo Rangers walks in, and Princess Regular, they're waving at you, trying to get your attention. Like, they want your attention. As you got
I think
this
her
mother trying to take this order.
Her first instinct, I think, when being waved at, is to do the princess wave. to do that back. she has researched very cursorily princess customs in this age. Sure.
uh, the mother's like, and can I get a large popcorn, please?
And it's she glances sideways at Liz. Is she still no? She
Liz
not?
is pretending to be asleep now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think she skates over to a nearby popcorn cup, just I think like flicks it over and fetches it on her back, then fills it up and produces it with a little non-diegetic sparkle.
Okay. They leave, and Hope, currently in the form of a Turbo Ranger, walks up to the register. Is Liz okay?
Like,
Liz?
without opening my eyes, I'm gonna say like in general, or
Oh, good, you're awake.
no, I'm not.
I just wanted to let you know that somebody or something, it might be time mites, I'm not sure, but they're jumping in and out of time. They seem to be exploring a specific city, but they're not sticking around, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, I should mention, Liz has told me that she is currently suffering from narcoleptic dyslepsia. It's very normal in this current age. It means she cannot do any work. Does this mean this will be a solo mission?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds serious. Maybe you should go see a doctor, Liz.
Oh, it is very serious. She told me never to look it up, or I might catch it.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Time might see. I'm gonna look at the person at the counter who wants the popcorn and say, "We're going on a break. We'll see you later. Bye." And grab Princess Requiem and pull her over to the thing.
Yeah, Princess Requiem is just like she moves over to put her weight on her heels and lets herself be dragged out for one. Well, probably does a little pirouette at some point.
So, wait. in the command center, Hope brings you over to the fountain they have, and the magical rainbow water screen, whatever it is that Hope uses instead of a computer, pops up, and it looks like nothing to you, but you just see little red dots. They pop up in what appears to be one map, and then they reappear on another one, and they just keep doing that. And Hope's like, see? It seems very serious.
Yeah, I think Princess Requiem pulls up a little holographic screen and starts to do very serious air typing and oh yes, that does look terrible. Oh, the implications.
Do you think we should check it out?
Most certainly, yes. I'm not sure what this could be, but it is certainly an anomaly. I don't remember reading about this. If this is a fork in the timeline, well, we should do everything we can to make it go our way.
Yep, we don't want to get forked by this.
Oh, I see. Yes, excellent. You're working on it, Liz. You are making good progress.
I am. So, time mites are bad. Therefore, we should do something about this. And also, it gets us away from customers.
Yes, well, I'd hesitate to say they're dangerous, but they are a mite annoying.
You're getting good at it.
Oh! I've researched this gun. I've researched this custom. I get to do the finger gun now, right?
Exactly.
The finger gun?
Yeah, that's good.
Good. I'll catch it sooner next time.
It's you're practicing. You're getting there. It's a
Likewise.
very good. I'm gonna do finger guns back at you.
Oh. All right. Yeah, we have some form of transportation out of here, right? Presumably.
Yes, I believe we established last week that you use some sort of transportation to time travel and stuff. Like you zoom down a tunnel and it becomes.
Yeah, I don't remember what Liz's was. I remember I had the hippogriff.
I think yours was the hippogriff, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think mine was. I know I was thinking this. I don't know if I said it. Trying to be a motorcycle, except Liz is not very good at riding a motorcycle. It's just, oh, aesthetic. Oh no, this is harder than I thought. So Liz has a tendency to kind of crash into the time stream every so often. She'll take lessons one of these days. It's fine.
All right.
As you're preparing to leave, in the park, what does it look like when Cassie and Riley are hanging out in the park?
I feel like it's some weird combination of like almost obnoxiously cute and also somehow slightly ironic. Like they are aware of the vibes and they lean into it, but the leaning into it is like slightly ironic just because they know how obnoxious it might be.
Oh yeah, where it's like, love this date. It's just dating on the clock. Isn't it great that we can just date and work? Yeah, no. Ice cream okay, by the way?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Favorite flavor again?
Oh, it's got to be that like double fudge with the caramel swirl.
That's so okay, of course. I think it's just a mix of like waiting for anything to look suspicious, and like this provides a perfect cover.
Yeah.
Now, is it because the first thing I'm headcanoning here is that you could be getting one multiple scoop ice cream, but you're intentionally going for multiple smaller snacks so that you can drop casually at each of the stands that you two are dating on the clock?
I just don't like the same flavor of ice cream. That's too much. It's an abundance of chocolate.
Cassie definitely steals the bite of Riley's though, because Cassie just likes ice cream.
That tracks. I think Riley probably got like mint chocolate chip, but like 2 scoops, nothing impressive. Probably in a bowl, so just in case we don't spill and make a mess.
Cassie has like 3 scoops on a cone, and it's kind of precarious. Everybody, including her, thinks that eventually it's going to hit the ground.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. So while you're sitting there, eating your ice cream, you get a message from Tex that just says incoming, and then you see running across the park they look sort of similar to the robots you had to fight before, but definitely more time themed. Like they have more like clockwork or something. And one of them has a shovel as they run across the park. People in the park are freaking out a little bit because they think this is the
Intergalactic army of evil.
Yeah, that invaded the city before, and so like, oh no.
Not again. Oh boy. I just lean and I'm like, that seems like it's probably work, huh?
Yeah, probably.
All right. I like use super speed to like just kind of shovel down the food real quick. All right. Ready?
I take a large bite of the ice cream, immediately regretting it as I get a brain freeze, and then toss the rest away because, in fact, there was too much ice cream.
Told you.
And I'm like, yeah, ready. We're good.
I just like offer like if you want to like climb in my arms just so I can just run us there faster.
I'll take any excuse I can get.
Of course. Yeah, I think we're just gonna chase him down real quick.
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty easy for you to catch them. With your super speed, you intercept them. They'll, as much as little time robots can, they look confused. Like their body language is like confused because they weren't expecting resistance.
You weren't
Like,
expecting people to run towards them.
Yeah, they're like, oh. But as they are sort of meant to do, they will the two that are sort of bodyguarding the one with the shovel, I should say, will prepare to like fight you to remove you from the vicinity.
Can I make a suggestion? Can they time mites like communicate by ticking menacingly, and if you surprise them, they will go off like an alarm clock?
That's very funny.
That's great. I love that. Yes. They're all currently going off like alarm clocks as they're surprised.
All right. Well, I think as we're running towards them, I'll just look at Riley and be like, "So fastball special?"
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I think I just sort of like gently and lovingly toss you into combat.
So yeah, I think I will like. I just have like a super speed assisted flying kick into one of them.
Full on rider kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And I say, time to hit snooze on these fools.
Okay. Just as that happened, I think that's when Princess Requiem and Liz crash into the timeline.
I would like to accidentally crash my bike directly into a crowd of time mites.
You know what? That absolutely happens.
Yeah, I think like probably what happens.
And be like, I'm okay.
Oh, sorry. I think what might happen is like Princess Requiem comes out with one of those little Back to the Future like fire trails behind her, and like makes a grand proclamation like, people of 1997, do not despair, Chrono Mask is, and then just the crash happens behind her. You all right?
Okay. And then I'm gonna go into like
You're managing to crash more destructively but more productively. I don't know if that's a good thing.
it's progress, baby. I should probably have the whole character sheet guide thing pulled up, shouldn't I? See what
Possibly.
All right, yeah. It's actually, I do have it here, but I don't have it open.
There we go.
But because these are just time mites, it's pretty easy. Y'all can dispatch them with some fighting techniques from your regular terms, which I believe is a lot of dazzling fighting technique.
Yeah, I've upgraded some
Super.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Princess Requiem has upgraded gear, but I'm not sure what form it takes yet.
That I knew I was forgetting to ask
I
you
think she
something.
probably has
before the
like a
stream.
buckler with like a little clock face on it, or something.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk more about that. As you defeat these time mites, two monsters jump in. One is a big hulking monster. It's sort of like the troll in Sorcerer's Stone in the bathroom, only about half the size, and sort of looks like would be a generator. And the other is much more average sized monster. I'm trying to think of a couple of things to combine. A trash can and a pumpkin. So it looks kind of funny. They jump in, and one of them goes, "It's time to distract you."
Why would you declare that you're a
Did you
distraction?
say it?
Now I'm going to be on the lookout for something else.
The bigger one hits him. "You're not supposed to tell it."
Is this y'all's first day?
Yeah, do you need to like come back in and start again?
I turn to you who's crashed and like, do you?
I'm gonna hold up my finger and actually, like, I'm gonna argue, but then no, think about it, give it some serious thought.
Yeah, I think that like Princess Requiem like steps in between you two, like hey, don't chastise her. That's what I'm here for. Yes, you're doing well.
Thank you.
Also, nice to like meet y'all, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I just look at the monsters. I'm like, sidebar, 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Who are you two?
Yeah, normally we're the ones going to other dimensions.
Yeah, I think the moment you say who are you two, I think like Princess Requiem gets a little like glint in her eye, because like I'm sure that she has tried to get both you and Isla to recite poses for any sort of like permutation that our team is introduced in. So so you know, she does her half of like good question, we are, and then she does her own little, you know, pose, half of a pose, and waits for Liz to get to her back.
This is gonna go like, oh, right, and go into like a Charlie's Angels type pose.
Yeah, and then she'll say, like I am Gold Requiem, and then like do her own little twinkles. And then...
Cool. I'm Cassie.
Cool. I'm Liz.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to
You're
meet
supposed
you.
to go after me.
Oh.
Liz, this is a contiguous thing. It only works if we all do the same thing. And
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We need rehearsals. Okay. I'm Liz. Hi.
So you guys like knights or something, but like different. Should
Oh,
we talk
that
about
would be
this
my
after
theme.
we kick their butts, or?
Good point. I suppose they.
I look at the monsters. I think we're ready to like continue fighting now. Thank you for your patience.
Finally.
I am mildly dispirited, but perhaps a bit of whooping, was it? Will do the trick.
And everyone has at least one token if y'all want to transform.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. So,
Has Riley and Cassie's transformation changed since?
Only slightly for Cassie anyway. So back like at the end of our season, she had like, because she was essentially borrowing a different dimension's power as like a boost, her color was like green and like red with like green accents randomly. But it is much more stable at this point. So when she does her like running, get covered by aura thing, it is a tiger that like jumps over her, as well as a dragon that coils around her.
Ooh.
And it is now, instead of a weird like Christmas theme, it is now actually melded into a gold theme, shoulder pad armor and all.
I think for mine, I'm still doing like the very like artistic, like sort of transforming as I write and draw more. But I think instead of I think the bird has changed to be more of an owl, to reflect sort of the growth and wisdom I've gained over the last year.
And then what does Princess Requiem and Liz's transformation look like?
Right. Princess Requiem is going to, go over the stock footage part. So what was it again? Chrono Mask, Clock In, Golden Age, and then like probably gets a little. Well, it's all clock themes here. So if she were to do a Sailor Moon style transformation, it would involve like probably being in the bottom half of an hourglass and be like getting covered in the sparkling rainbow sand and coming out as a knightly figure who now has a little clock buckler. And I think if you're going to go like for an upgrade with a knightly thing and you want to also have a princess theme in there, you need a half cloak. Yeah. And she activates her little laser rapier.
And what about Liz?
Liz, if I remember right from last week, she yells, "The 90s!" And then this very, looks like a screensaver effect, like a late 90s screensaver effect comes out. It's all like neon colors and bright lights. And when her transformation is done, she basically looks like an extra from the movie Hackers, but in shades of red and black. And her mask is it's sort of like just the faceless morph suit, but with these big ski goggles. I need to actually like draw it out. It's
I love this, and I love how her call out is the 90s.
All right. What does this fight look like? Well, actually, I guess that is a heavy turn. I'm gonna count it as one heavy turn. And I think these two monsters are both gonna display a weakness. They start arguing over who should go first. No, you fight him first. I'm more valuable. You fight him first.
What was it again? There was a pumpkin monster, and what was the
Yes.
other one?
He was like a. He looks like he's almost like a generator. Like he generates some source of power, but he's
Oh.
bigger, sort of troll like.
Oh, so that is if they are our baddies, I don't know if they are, but I'm going to suggest that the generator one one is called Power Hour.
Power hour is good.
The other one is the Gordian.
The Guardian.
Yes.
There you go. That's good. Those are good.
Excellent.
Great.
All right. Yeah. So they fight over who should fight first. The Power Hour is the one who insists that he's more valuable and that the Guardian should fight first.
Do we want to just split up and take them 2-on-2? Because this is
Yeah,
I don't
let's
really know
say-
you guys and your fighting style.
Yeah, I'm kind of down to make this a bit of a fun game, honestly. See who wins first.
Sounds good to me.
That is a good suggestion. You three take the Gordian. I'll take the Power Hour. And yeah, I would like to just display dazzling fighting, or try to be a one-person army, let's say, and take one of the two by myself.
Okay.
That's not what. Oh, whatever.
She has backup. This will be a good learning opportunity.
But I'm gonna turn to Liz and go. So, are you new to this thing, or?
I mean, ish.
Got it. Well, let's get to it then. And I draw both. I draw like two swords, basically. One of them is tiger themed, and the other one is dragon themed. And I will rush towards. I guess what was it? The Gordian.
Yeah, the Guardian.
And I will be. It's like a really. It's not quite flashy, but it is like very well practiced. The like sword fighting at this point. But like it's clear that I am trying to like take to use video game terms, I'm taking aggro so that way y'all can do your own things.
So in this game's turns, do you take a light turn, perform brilliantly to an unnecessary magnitude?
I am attempting to display dazzling fighting technique.
Okay, so you're just
Okay.
that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
I guess this is where like the screen splits and the two Golden Rangers each take on one of the monsters.
Yes. One of you is trying to be a one-person army, which is working, because Power Hour isn't sure what to do because it wasn't expecting just one of you to run at him and start hitting him. So he's like backing up, like, "Hey, give me a chance." The Gordian
Yeah, and if you
is
feel like,
a little more prepared and trying to defend, but your dazzling fighting technique is a lot faster than his fighting technique.
Yeah, I think while you said like give me a chance, like she is just sort of dancing around Power Hour and then like doing the little princess laugh like you never had a chance. You were royally screwed from the start.
All right. What do Riley and Liz do?
Liz, you can go first if you'd like.
Okay. So, I am going to. I'm going to do what's best for someone when they wouldn't agree and join in with Princess Requiem instead of sticking with the others.
Okay.
I want to be backup, so I'm going to charge in and I guess do my best to be watching her back.
Okay. Before I take a heavy turn, what does Riley do?
I think I'm going to display superordinary fighting technique. There's still some of the little sort of like putty looking guys around.
Yes.
I think in order to just keep Cassie clear, I'm going to summon my weapon. And they used to be Eskrima sticks, and they still are. But I think when you combine them, a sort of spectral silver bowstring appears, and I just start shooting arrows of silver light at just some of the ones. Sort of whenever one gets a little too close to Cassie, I think I'm just firing and popping shots off. Let me know when you need me to step in, but I know you got this for now.
So, Power Hour, get with fighting two of you, will do like a roll away from you, picks up the Gordian by the back of his neck, and then uses a heavy turn to create a time portal, and goes, Finn's gonna be really mad, and jumps through it. And it closes behind him. And everybody heard him say Finn's gonna be really mad. And then Tex, for Cassie and Riley specifically, over your comms goes, I'm tracking a third Millennium Knight in the city. He just trashed the museum. I'm gonna go after him. Meet back up with you guys later.
Yeah, be safe. Be careful.
Yeah, you got this.
Normally the fights don't end that quickly.
Yeah. Half the
It's-
time somebody gets really stabbed. Most of the time that's me.
Look, if you weren't so quick to run in.
Look, I only do so because I know you have my back.
You're not wrong. Anyway, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Riley. This is team leader Cassie. We're dating, if it's not painfully obvious.
Aw.
So, are you guys from the 90s?
Yes,
Oh, yeah. Me, I am.
I am from the 90s.
Wow. You guys look really good for 55.
That's not nice.
It isn't?
I swear you guys are. You look like you're what? Maybe in your 20s.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
describe my age as maybe in my 20s.
I'm confused. So you guys know that it's like 2022, right?
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Oh, I am from the 2020s.
Thought you just said you're from the 90s.
From the 90s.
I am from the current time frame. I had a concussion in the fight. Very bad, terrible. I'm okay now.
Hey,
We can tell them. We kind of do this time travel stuff, kind of what you do, but through time.
yeah, we're the space side of this.
Yeah.
There's a game you guys will really love in like 10 years.
Right.
Great.
How about space? It seems fun.
Oh, I think I've read about this. Is this what year did Half-Life 3 come out?
Half-Life 3 doesn't exist.
There's a
Oh,
script of
sorry,
it.
wrong line.
Can you like bring a copy over at least?
I've been waiting on that game since I was a kid. Anyway.
I'm so sorry. She doesn't elaborate.
Anywho.
So time.
Yeah, time. It's
Yes, quite.
a lot of tubes. More than you'd expect.
Oh, like the internet.
We're so vague.
Yeah, no, okay, so we like hop dimensions now because we like have this place covered.
Yeah, we invented a dimensional portal thing.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh, is that anything like timelines?
It's one
No.
timeline, but different, like parallel worlds, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibility spaces?
Yeah, it's
I
like
read
Mario
about-
64.
It's
Yeah.
like you can always, if you have a book, you can always go forward and back in a book. But in different books, things might be different, but you can also go forward and back there. So it's like that, right?
I can't go backwards in time.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Then- how?
it's like today, right? And like earlier today we were in like another dimension.
Yeah, it was the punk dimension.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah,
that
like
place
they
was
had cool spikes on their helmets. It was
It
really
was awesome.
Neat.
I want to go to the punk dimension.
And we kind of stabilized that portal, so
You'll get your time travel ability. You don't know how exactly, but Hope does do that with whatever mystical powers Hope has.
Yeah, we have no idea how we go around in time, way above my pay grade, but it's pretty cool.
you don't know
don't
how.
get paid.
I just do this because like it's the right thing to do.
Hope doesn't pay you. Hope doesn't know what money is. Hope is for description. Hope is the literal embodiment of hope. That's why Hope changes form, shape. But Hope does not know what money is.
Yeah, this is why we have to work in a movie theater.
Oof.
Oh, I just go to college.
Freelance artist.
Anyway,
I've already gotten my education in the future.
Okay. I feel like that's gonna go over my head regardless. I barely understand the dimension hopping. I know that there's a portal and we go in it and we help people. That's all I typically need to know.
Yeah, we basically do that, but with time. It's it's fun.
Okay, are we in your future?
Yeah, or Is there something wrong with
Possibly.
our timeline? Hold on.
I don't know. Is your timeline where all the time mites are coming from?
What's a time mite?
Oh, we just fought them.
Oh, they're like the robot, the
Okay,
robot
okay.
dweebs.
Yeah. Okay, so time might. Do you just show up in places, or is it planned? Because it seemed sort of like you just crashed in here.
Um,
Oh,
that
that is
all-
Liz's driving skills. I'm sorry, was I not supposed to?
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, Hope plots all this stuff, and then we just kind of go in the tunnel, and it just sort of works out, and it's pretty great.
So that seems like maybe our timeline's in trouble, or at least our timeline's needed to help you.
Well, the good news is, wait, you are Millennium Knights, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Not to give you any classified information. The good news is your timeline is already doomed. We're simply working to fix it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you gotta work.
Any change is positive change. That is where our Inspirium comes from. Those are hope particles. We use them to time travel. It would take a long time to explain. It may be best to simply leave it at that.
So those guys are they're evil time travelers, and they're messing up our timeline. So if we stop them, we're fine.
They are invested in this timeline, causally. They're trying to bring their creation to pass by way of bringing their master's creation to pass. This has already happened, but we can stop it from having already happened.
Yeah, they're sort of like evil bed bugs if the bed bugs were directed where to go by an absolute jerk who has bad taste in movies and never calls anymore.
This seems weirdly personal,
Bad
but
taste
also
in fashion too.
not familiar.
Bad taste in movies, like all those superhero movies from like way back when.
Yeah, we'll say yes. You know what? Finn is exactly that kind of person that would like those old movies. But I think Liz also probably means he doesn't like hackers.
No.
So,
you want to go like check out our base so we can like maybe science together combined with time stuff?
Yeah, we'll have sciencing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just point me at a test tube. I'll figure something out. No, please. It would be a bad idea, y'all.
Yeah.
Some people. I'm here for moral support.
Hey. You're more than moral support. You're an equal member of this group. Don't put yourself down.
Oh, I'm not putting myself down. I have great moral support.
Okay.
Yes,
fair enough.
I greatly agree. You and Isla are each equal members of this group.
And you would also be, as the leader, you have to like. You didn't realize
more
that,
equal.
like, no, being a leader actually means that you have to like
Take
support
responsibility.
people even more. Well, you take responsibility, but like you realize that you can't
lead by example.
Showing off isn't leading, and I think I am. I think I'm reminding someone that they aren't good enough yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like to be a leader, it means that you have to accept all of the team's failures, but you like credit the team as a whole with all of the successes.
Other piece of leader advice: don't necessarily be willing to get yourself stabbed in the stomach.
It worked out.
Well, keep it in mind. And I think she she turns to Cass and says, he's never been a gold one, has he? We're very good at getting stabbed in the stomach.
Anyway, let's go to
Starwipe
base.
To the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get on a motorcycle.
Get in the I yeah, I get in the my ATV.
And I'm like, all right, so you just gotta follow us. And normally I'd give you GPS coordinates, but you don't have those yet. So just follow us. I'll try not to go too fast.
I'll go the sensible speed, so she always goes too fast.
Question: has Argon gene splicing been invented yet?
What?
Okay, I
What
won't call
version
up on
of
the
2022 are you from?
I'll get back to you. I won't call upon my mount.
Oh, hey, you can ride with me.
Yes, please.
All right.
Cassie is very good at riding a motorcycle.
So we wipe to the lab, and I think after y'all have been there for, we'll say, like 10 minutes or so, the professor walks in looking at a tablet and looks off and goes, it seems I've missed something. Riley, Cassie, do you want to explain?
I'm just gonna wait.
Riley, you want to explain?
Yeah, you know how we sort of hop through dimensions? They hop through time. Apparently, our timeline's doomed, and we're working together to stop that from happening because I do live here. And I would like our timeline to not be doomed.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you, Princess Requiem and Liz. I know you don't recognize me. We've met, but I think it's in your future, my past. Confusing, but we have met.
Okay.
But I'm. They call me Professor. I've been.
Sorry, is that would be Liz's future? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what I think the professor means is at some point while we're doing time stuff, we're gonna run into, but not now, obviously. Anyway, it's gonna be nice to meet you whenever we do. It's nice to meet you now.
Yes. So does that mean that Cyberx is attacking here?
Well, his minions, but yes, by proxy.
Okay.
You mentioned some guy named Finn.
I was gonna switch a little.
Finn? Who's Finn?
Mm.
She's looking at Liz and Princess Requiem.
Okay, so we used to have another one of us who was red, but Finn is an absolute asshole and went off and joined the Time Mites and everything, and now he's just being a dick through time.
Oh. That's not good at all. I'm pretty sure that's changed since the last time we met.
I would not be surprised. He is. The weight of leadership has worn him down.
Butthole.
Okay.
Yes, he has indeed developed into a butthole.
Then we sounds like we have work to do. Do you know what they're doing here? Are they looking for something? Do we have any idea?
I don't know. We kind of just sort of got here not that long ago. We fought some Time Mites, and then Finn taunted us because he sucks. There was also monsters, and I guess it was more Finn taunting us via the monsters. Anyway, it seems like they're trying to be a distraction. I don't know for what yet. It's probably not good, and we should figure it out.
You do know that last time you chased Finn into a time place that he was looking for that strange crystal that you took from him.
Right. Oh, you guys wouldn't happen to work with weird crystals, would you?
Oh, all the time. That's how we have our powers.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're going to have more specific, aren't we? Right. And I think Princess Rokin's like going to pull up her little like holophone and show you a little a holographic gif of the crystal that we're looking for.
It does not look like anything you've seen. This one almost looks like a plant, as it has like a little like metal base, and it's grown up out of it. It has like, it forks off into two things, but it's just otherwise it looks sort of like a normal crystal, and what was? Oh, when you tap at it, it glows. I believe is what happened last time. It would glow up and back down, but it doesn't look like anything Cassie and Riley have seen.
All right, you can't be from 2022 and have holographic phones like that, right? Like,
Are you from like 3022?
Okay, you found me out. 'Twas a clever ruse. I am actually from the future, as I've already told you.
Well, yeah, but like when in the future?
like, is this next week or is this 100 years from now?
Yeah.
Just a range.
Are you from
It's
the year,
best
like,
if I simply tell you it's far off.
Fair enough. I can
That
look
way
at
we
that.
preserve hope. Damn it.
It really goes bad, apparently.
yeah, jeez.
Anyway, is there I've never seen a crystal like that. Is there like an energy signal it gives off so maybe we can track it?
Good point. Maybe if we reverse the polarity on the flux capsulator. She like goes over to one of the consoles and sees if it's ready for a USB 7.6 yet.
Yeah, USB X.
Yes.
It's not, but you have some kind of adapter and you can plug it in.
Family
Oh,
Dollar,
it's like-
$3.
So
It's 10
Oh, it
bucks
looks like
at
I
the
cannot
future
plug in
Costco.
manually. I'll have to switch over to USB, the universal like signal Bluetooth.
So when you do this, you do manage to find an energy signature. Riley and Cassie, you were given an item, we'll say like 3 months ago, it is also a crystal, but it is more of a crystal ball and has like a light in the center that makes it look like an eye. Where would y'all have hid it?
Both have roommates, so we can't.
I mean, I think I could keep it in like hidden in plain sight in my house. That just looks like a weird art installation. And my apartment's mostly lonely. There's not many people there.
So Riley, you're watching as the energy signature is coming from your apartment, and that is where we'll go to break. All right.
An orb.
All right, we'll see you in about 10 and 15 minutes. Make sure you get up, drink water, do all the things, and we will see you in a little bit. and welcome back to more Chrono Mask I don't know why I keep wanting to say verse because Chrono Mask meets Turbo Jungle. They're not fighting each other, at
You
least
can
not
if
yet.
you like.
School these new kids.
When we left off, y'all found a similar energy signature, emitting from Riley's apartment to the object you recovered last week.
Oh. So I guess that's what that is. Cool. Do you think there are monsters on the way to my apartment yet?
I mean, probably, since they said they were a distraction.
Damn it, I have some work I need to... Okay, the field trip to my apartment, don't judge how it looks, it's fine. Let's
Eternally better than mine.
go. I know.
Now, was that a statement about your apartment or the name of your apartment?
Statement about.
I see.
It's not great. Yeah, I'm ready to head out to my apartment. I don't know if everyone else is, but I'm going.
Out of character, I'm ready to go to your apartment.
Wonderful. Cool. Yeah. Please tell me there's not people attacking my house.
No. When you
Oh,
get
thank
there,
There
there's
will be,
nobody attacking your
emotionally.
house.
Right.
Is your
Got-
roommate there?
Nah. Yeah, they're constantly doing art stuff. So honestly, they might have essentially moved out and they're just like being nice and helping like pay the rent for now. I don't know if I feel like this is the thing that I had a fun little surprise that happened recently. I have not told Cassie yet, but yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get there.
Is
Yeah,
some of their stuff still there? Like some of their paintings or something?
oh yeah. There's a couple of like paintings that like they just don't have room for.
Helping with rent to use it as storage.
Exactly. Welcome to Casa de Riley. It's nice. It's not bad. It was
Oh my,
movie
you
night.
were right. This is a mess. How does
No,
this
mine's not
positively
the
a
bad
pigsty?
one. Hers is the bad one. I just
No.
gestured to Cassie.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah,
Well,
no.
if you'd like, I can have a word with your cleaning staff.
I'm the staff. What?
Oh,
Do you think that how
do you have staff? What do you do?
I can't yell at you for being like rich from the past because technically you're from the future, but I really want to yell at you for being rich from the past. Most people have to clean their own apartments in the current era.
and I'll make a note of it. Liz, is this true in your time as well?
I mean, it's probably like there's probably a lot of people until the dot-com boom or bust. Then probably a lot of people stop getting cleaning services because they lose all their money.
Oh. I think I've read about that, but I was unclear on how everybody can lose all of their money. Isn't it?
Well, you see, money is fake.
Yeah.
Well, that must be why they stopped using the economy.
What does that mean? You
Because Requiem is just from like a post-scarcity utopian future that like got destroyed by time mites or whatever. Just slum it with the rest of us now.
Anyway, my apartment's nice. It's a little messy, but that's just because I've been working on projects lately, and I don't have to explain any of this. Also, it's fine. Um, anyway, the orb should be upstairs in my like art attic nook, and I just like head up there and go grab it.
It's there.
Oh, beautiful. I think I have like it wrapped in like a purple sheet, just so it's fine. I don't want to touch it too often. Last time we messed with things we didn't understand, half of our team became evil.
That is true. That did happen.
Yeah, here's the orb. How big is this orb roughly? Imagine comical, but I know that's not true.
I mean,
Like
it's
soccer ball?
it's. I mean, Millennium Knights is Power Rangers, serial numbers filed off, so it is definitely a little comical because everything that is not normal in the Power Rangers universe is usually comically sized.
So it's like at least the size of an adult human.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
holding.
I figure
this is
it's
the right
either.
size then.
I think it's either going to be like hand holdable, or it's going to have a little thing to plunk it onto, because this is obviously like this is the prototype of the orb toy that they're going to sell. So we do need to keep that in mind.
Here's your orb.
It's good for pondering.
Is there windows in the upstairs nook of Riley's apartment?
Small little half circle ones, mostly for peeking out of, as of a sick roof view. Terrified.
So you get a voice message from text. It's like incoming, and then you hear it crash downstairs, and then another message says, "I'll pay for that."
Tech.
Is this normal?
No, and I rushed towards the.
Should I be attacking this?
No. Tex is fine. I don't. Plus minute to minute, I don't want to bet on who'd win there, but I do feel fairly confident in Cowboy over here.
It like a minotaur?
Sure. Just gonna let
I
that
thought the
one.
monsters were generally the enemy, but I'll try to keep an open mind.
I don't think he wears horns typically. Just normally that big hat.
No, the Halloween party, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, he got really into Hades.
He did, yeah. I saw a lot of things that I did not expect that night.
It was,
Okay,
How is
yeah,
this the video game that we were
can
going to
we
like?
stop telling that story? By the way, we got a problem. Whoever that Red Millennium Knight is he's pretty good.
Did you lose?
I didn't lose, but I didn't win either.
Oh, so you tied.
Yes, I tied. Thank you. But he was definitely coming here when I intercepted him.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. Let's divert this to somewhere less full of people, namely less full of my apartment.
Well, there's bound to be a quarry nearby. There usually is.
Oh yeah, no, the quarry is it's like 5 minutes away by car.
Yeah, as they always are.
Like this is a constant throughout space time.
But is he tracking the orb or is he tracking us? Because like,
I feel like we should hold on to the orb either way.
Yes, if we bring
Yeah.
the orb, it will be a moot point.
okay, yeah, let's orb out of here. I'm not good at these.
That's all right. We'll learn in time. Liz did.
So, in the quarry, well, when you get there, you're like, you're of course, there's a scene of you looking like you've been waiting, but we don't wait actually long in terms of our visuals. And
Wait, is this like a showdown situation?
yes, a little bit. There's gonna be a little bit of a showdown. Power Hour and the Gordian actually show up first. Like they portal in through time. And Power Hour pushes the Gordian forward. Finn said, "You're the one who has to fight them."
I think if we are like here awaiting battle, then at least Princess Requiem is going to be there. Standing with her like laser rapier like in front of her face with her little half cape like billowing in the wind dramatically, and presumably one or several of the rest of us will just be checking their phones or something.
Oh, I'm just sitting on my HCV, just checking my phone, waiting.
I do have a question. Do I have an additional token for putting Princess Requiem down prior to the break?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure you had that.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm probably. Oh, I'm definitely showing Liz what like modern cell phones are.
I'm already looking up cat videos.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so it's like a computer that so that you have telephones, right? But it's not connected to a wall, and it's also basically a computer. You mentioned hackers, so you know what the internet is.
Oh, totally.
Oh.
It's less holographic than I thought it would be, but that's cool.
Advice. Here's a small list of games that you should buy and let them appreciate and value. Buy 2 of each, one to open, one to keep, sealed in box. That way you won't have to work at the movie theater. If we figure out how to get like a time hole going, then like I will, we can make bank here.
I feel like this is somehow fraud, but I don't think it really matters at this point.
Liz, you'd better not be buying these games simply to speculate. You don't want to be involved in the scalper scalping of 2027.
Does that happen? Is this a joke?
I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet.
You haven't gotten here yet.
Yeah, that's like 20 years away.
Yeah, you said you're from 1997?
Yep.
Wild.
I'm like 1 then.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well, so let's see. Cassie is I guess at this point she's a senior in college. So she'd be, but I think, yeah, so she's probably like 22, honestly. She's probably like early to mid 20s at the oldest. She's like, I don't even know if I was born in 97.
I think Princess Requiem's age is anime protagonist.
Yeah.
When you're out of time, it don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
Just a number that the government keeps track of.
Your age is whatever people will believe. So are these two? Is it just you two, or I just like gesture at the two arguing?
Yeah, we.
The guardian walks forward and is like, "You're gonna give me that orb." And
Yeah.
Power Hour goes, "Since you asked so nicely for more, have some friends." And we'll open a time portal, and 3 different versions of Finn jump through the time portal. So there are 3 different red Millennium Knights that are all from different timelines that are all Finn.
Weird.
That appear.
I'm just gonna call out and be like, so are all 3 of you red guys evil?
I think before they have a chance to answer, Princess Requiem is going to say doubtlessly, and just rush forward. And I would like to, let a side mission take precedent, and that is just beef with Finn. Finn was not a good leader, and
Okay. So you're letting your beef with Finn take over as you run up and you start fighting with these alternate Finns.
she now has to, he settled her with the burden of self-perception of leadership. That is a terrible thing to do to someone.
Right. I'm gonna look to Liz and be like, does she have that? That's 3-on-1.
She could use some help. I have an idea of something to do. I don't know if this counts as addressing an immediate problem with a level head or finding a creative solution, but I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at the nearest Finn, whichever one looks most like our version of Finn. I'm going to go, hey, and then I'm going to point at the version of Finn, the nearest version of Finn that Princess Requiem is fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, how am I going to put this? No wonder you left. That one's the better version anyway.
Infighting.
Okay. Yeah, that is addressing a problem with a level head. Hold on. Let me get you all some extra tokens here because you should have more.
She's probably fighting the one called like Governor Finnington, and then who's like in a naval uniform, and
Yeah, something like that.
they're locking swords.
But yeah, that will cost you a token to address the problem with a level head. So the other one turns and sweeps the legs out from the other one, and as he hits the ground, he yells, "Hey, I'm supposed to be on your side!" And I think the third one will actually grab the one that, like, as he stands up, he turns him around. He's like, "What are you doing? We're supposed to be working together." So they're arguing amongst each other.
Nice.
Talk about poor self-regulation.
Yeah, I mean, if there were 3 of you when you were a little bit younger, I feel like the same thing could happen. You're a little stubborn.
Yeah. That, or we'd all trip over each other trying to like make a heroic sacrifice.
Yeah. That fits. Just knock helmets.
I think like Princess Requiem is doing that thing where like several people who are closer together than you are like socially bonding, and then you're like not sure if you're trying to get in edgewise or just keep your distance, but fighting. and she'll just like pull out her holophone and then like try to send Liz a text like, good job, good going. Creative ingenuity.
I will turn to Riley and say, well, since you were worried about me rushing forward last time, do you want to take lead? Do you want to take lead on Halloween Reject over there?
I'm mostly wondering, like, should I just, where do we put the orb? I don't want to just leave it on the ground. I think I like pop the like my ATV and just close and lock it. Like, that'll do.
Can I think both in and out of character. What's an ATV?
4-wheeled, like bigger than a motorcycle, smaller than a car. Yeah, that's the best I got.
All-terrain vehicle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks kind of. Let's see if this will work. If I can post.
That is not me recognizing it. That's just me being moderately good at acronyms.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Yep, I
I know
popped
those. We called
the
them
orb
something
in the
different, but I
trunk.
forgot what it is.
okay. And you take point on the Guardian.
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I'm just going to display super ordinary fighting technique again, without morphing yet, and just sort of. I think it's just the Eskrima sticks and like basic like quick martial arts. Mostly just sort of getting a feel for like, is there some secret thing the Guardian can do, or is this all the Guardians got?
The Guardian's secret, as far as you can tell, is that he can grow vines to help defend himself. However, as you display your super ordinary fighting technique, the Guardian displays like an ungraceful fighting technique. They're not bad, they're just not graceful. And I am going to use my light turn after that heavy turn before to put someone on the spot. And but how I'm going to do that is the Finn that Tex was chasing jumps off a cliff and does the flip over the camera and lands in front of Cassie.
Oh, okay.
And points his sword at Cassie and says, "Oh, I've heard of you. I was hoping I'd get to fight you." And rushes you.
Okay.
No.
He's still red, so he's going to, rush recklessly into the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I will. Let's see. I will summon my, originally red sword, right? And like I think I try to take advantage of the fact that he is rushing in like headlong. I'm like, man, you really got to work on your teamwork here. And I want to. I guess I'm trying to parry his blows, more trying to like frustrate him more than anything else. Ultimately, what I'm trying to do is model the utmost finesse and expertise, where like this is my element, right? Like I'm used, and especially I'm now much more used to dealing with other Reds who might not have the same kind of experience that I do. So I know generally like what their the overall like psychological profile.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a
you've
good...
read him like a book. Is
Indeed.
what you're saying.
it's a good way to display the growth of Cassie by comparing Cassie to a Red Ranger. You're calm under pressure, and as he charges you, you calmly deflect his blows and model the utmost finesse and expertise.
Yeah. And I will draw the I'll summon the dagger as well, and I'll be like, so are you just a one-trick pony, or like there are 4 of you and yet you all seem to be doing basically the same thing?
A one-trick pony, what's that supposed to mean? Are you saying that I got no skills?
I'm saying that real leaders don't abandon their teams like this. And I guess I'm reminding someone that they're not good enough yet? Accidentally?
Well, they're not good enough anymore, maybe?
Look, if he's still red, then he still has a connection to that team.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't just take that as red, but...
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have a light turn ready just in case a heavy move gets enacted on Cassie, which is take the blow meant for another.
No!
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
I also have that one ready.
So, I think that is what's going to happen here, is that this Finn is going to activate, we'll say he has a raise. He's going to activate something that Cybrex gave him that transforms his weapon into, I don't know, a spear or something of a longer range, and will use a heavy turn to use his weapon to drive Cassie off, right? Like, driving Cassie back.
Okay. Well, can I spend a token to take a devastating blow without flinching?
I mean, yes. What does this look like?
So I think he's like real mad and he does his weapon transformation. And you said that he like drives me back, right? So I imagine that what happens is he let's see, we've established that I haven't morphed yet, so this is a problem. I think what happens is I like deflect the actual spear from stabbing me because I have 2 weapons, so I'm able to like, kind of do a 1-2 parry out of the way because I'm like, I'm not getting stabbed in the gut again. That was
right.
Bad. But it's got like a shockwave or something that comes with it, and I get slammed into the quarry, into the quarry wall, and we'll kind of step forward and like wipe a little bit of blood from my mouth and be like, all right, congratulations, you're a fighter, not a leader.
Really, are you taking on one of them or all of them?
It's just the one Finn. It is the actual Finn from your timeline. So, as an overview here, what's happening is like Princess Requiem takes on the other Finns as Riley runs over to take on the Gordian. As Requiem's fighting these other Finns, Liz points out that one of them is better than the others, and they start fighting each other. So we get a pretty cool scene of like all these Millennium Knights fighting each other, and then Cassie and Finn are going at it, and eventually Finn gets mad and manages to strike Cassie with a pretty good blow, but Cassie shakes it off without flinching. I did. If this was visual, like if this was a TV show, it'd look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's explosions and stuff.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of worry because Cassie is not yet morphed, and so of course that's when you can get actually hurt. But she's too cool for that right now.
Can I do you mind if I step in?
You can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would like to reveal a never before seen power,
Okay.
if at all possible. And I think that just, that the like Princess Requiem is just generally letting the battle take her towards Cassie. And is saying, say, do you mind if I test out some theorem?
You might guess.
And she like holds out a hand to you and say, we should be the same person to some extent. We should be able to share powers.
Okay.
Just hope it'll work.
I'm great at that.
And I would like to have us copy each other's powers for a scene. Like just have the best of both worlds for now.
Okay.
Works for me.
So you can make of that what you will. You can get some kind of time power. You can like sprout wings. You can have giant drills sprout from the side of your head.
Cool. Can I transform now? So that way, at the very
Yes.
least, I can prevent
That be part of it?
Riley from having a conniption.
Okay. Does anybody
I
else?
don't know what you're talking about.
Does anybody else transform?
Me.
I will.
Okay.
You're not allowed to take blows for other people if you're not transformed.
Gonna, because one of the other things emerged from the ashes. I'd be fine.
So I think as you reveal this copying power and do you use it do you use it to push back Finn, like really get him into a bad position?
Are you asking me or Requiem?
Requiem.
Okay. Yeah, I think she let's see. If Requiem is going to copy whatever your powers are, she probably manifests a stand that just looks like a snootier currently at the prom version of you, like wielding those weapons. And
fair.
they fight in like she and the stand fighting in aggravatingly perfect synchronies. Or like harmony. And
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, just drive him off for long enough for you to like either deal a finishing blow or go to somewhere crucial. Like I'm giving the spotlight to you so that I can hopefully transform for free.
Okay. So I think since I am also kind of copying your powers for now, so let's see, you guys are slightly more like mythological themed. So instead of being like a tiger dragon combo, right? We'll say I'm like a griffin.
Yeah, no, she's very Griffin themed.
Okay.
She's like anything that is majestic, angelic. Like she has a Griffin pet. So.
Yeah. So I still have I've got like a half cape, right? And then the other, and then I still have kind of like the shoulder pad thing going on the other side. And my two swords are now laser swords.
Oh, you could have like if you want to be more of a warrior type, you could actually have a full like cool ragged cape that is the same color.
All right, all right. We'll go with the full cape since Dare's freaking out over that.
I think capes are neat.
They are neat.
They are.
And I will leave Finn to Requiem because they seem to have some kind of history. And I will go fight the other three, like, junk Finns, I guess? Or are they occupied with each other?
They are kind of occupied with each other, but
Okay.
you can jump in and start putting them in their place if you want.
I mean, if they're occupied, then we gotta, like, fight one of the real monsters.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so here's the thing: is like, as Princess Requiem is like really starting to put a beat on Finn. Power Hour, he goes, boss, what should I do? I think we're losing. And like Finn is clutching his side and goes, get us out of here. Leave the Gordian. You better get that orb. And the Power Hour will take all the Finns out of there. That's sort of his job, is to like move them around.
He's their battery.
Yes, exactly. And so the Gordian's like, uh-oh, I'm outnumbered.
Oh, I just figured out because they're clearly drawing from the same power source as the Gold Ranger, letting them synchronize. I think this particular maneuver should be called Gold Standard.
I love that.
I love it. That's great.
So good.
I would like to let's see. I guess I would like to display I guess I'm kind of trying to be a one-person army, but I'm like two people right now.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm going to point my dual laser swords, or one of them kind of slightly over dramatically, kind of slightly Requiem-y, and just say, time to turn you into last year's jack-o'-lantern. And I'm gonna essentially just try to carve this dude up.
Okay.
To carve out a piece of the action.
Yeah, like, that is something you can do. The Gordian isn't the greatest fighter. Finn kind of chores poorly on this one with his monsters. But the Gordian is going to, like, eventually, as you're, like, putting... You're hurting the Guardian, or the Gordian, and he manages to get, like, wrap some vines around your arm and get the advantage by, like, twisting your arm behind your back. So, we haven't heard from Liz and Riley in a bit. You see this. You see the Gordian sort of get lucky and get in a advantageous position for the Gordian. What do you do?
Okay, and the Finns are gone now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, all of them? Or just the 3 backup Finns?
All of them. Your Finn, after you were winning, he did the thing that the generals always do in the show, where they run away and leave the monster behind it.
It's called a
Get beat up.
tactical retreat.
Yeah.
It's very dignified.
They're advancing towards the rear.
Yeah.
Okay. So which of the monsters is doing a power up thing right now? Or did I misunderstand that?
Gordian has Cassie's arm behind
Oh, okay. In that case,
her back.
then I am going to display agile fighting skills And I'm assuming there's a wall nearby or something I could run up.
Yeah, we'll say there's a boulder nearby that you can
Here's
run up.
the side of the quarry.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to run up. I'm going to do a backflip off the top, and then on the way down, I'm going to grab the monster around the neck and use my weight to drop them.
I think like in the shot where you're doing this, there'll be a little like one of those little reaction insert shots where like the friends are reacting to what a good card Yugi is playing, and like will just be Requiem's face with going like great form.
Yeah,
and of course, when you hit the Gordian, he lets go of Cassie. Or
yeah,
Casey.
it's basically a modified diamond cutter for anyone familiar.
No. Amazing.
So what's Riley doing?
Could I use teach someone a formidable skill offensively?
I mean, yes.
The Gordian will learn a new skill. Can the Gordian perform that skill? Probably not.
No.
Um,
I'm not going to tell you can't. I mean,
You're going to
beautiful.
show the Guardian the multi-form technique.
I mean, you can also, be like, you tell Liz, watch this,
Exactly.
and it'll count.
Oh, perfect. In fact, because Liz is currently Yellow Ranger, I think this is the moment of like, that's a good trick. I'm going to show you one that you should be able to do with a little bit of practice. And yes, the multiform technique, essentially I'm running fast enough that there are after images, and I am just like essentially striking from a bunch of different angles, and you see sort of the like lightning strikes off of my like powered up Eskrima before like I go with one center of mass shot, just like right dead center of where like a nose would be if we're going to carve this proverbial pumpkin.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go badass and throw up the horns.
Of course, there's, explosions and fireworks, and the Gordian is in a perfect position. If you wanted to hit him with your ultimate move, now would be the perfect time. Now, the Chrono Mask ultimate move is a combo attack that easily combos with the rangers there, or the knights they are working with in any time.
I mean, at least Cassie should be able to like operate in fixed time because she's currently partly me.
Yeah.
We used to do like in our season we had like a weapon combination like laser
like
blast or
supercharge,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that different now that it's mostly just you and me, gold and
I
silver?
think we should weaponize our like rift a little bit. If like I want to like shoot a couple of arrows off into a random direction, pop up behind, pushing the Gordian into the next part of the attack.
Nice. I think normally it's just probably like a slightly flashy like charge forward on Cassie's part with kind of like the like streaking behind her. She just moves so fast it's like she cuts through them. But right now there's another one of her that steps out from time basically. From just like essentially a parallel timeline, and they do that same move but like in an X.
Crush slash, yes.
And then describe what Princess Requiem and Liz do, please.
Oh, sorry. Are we all just? Are we currently doing a regular combo attack or?
Yeah.
Doing our
So
ultimate attack, I think.
yes, you're doing your ultimate attack, and I think So as like would normally happen with the Chrono Mask attack, where the time freezes, and then Riley and Cassie did their thing, and now you're doing your part of the combo attack.
Okay. Well, you've already cross slashed it, so.
I'm sorry.
You got a big
Uh.
drill. You have drill hair. Big drill.
It's just the other me that steps out. Is it just Princess Requiem? Is it not that there's two of me? It's that there's both of us.
I mean, it could be if that's what you want it to be.
There's like, if we count my Cassie and your Princess Requiem, there's 6 of us in total. So if we all do like 2 attacks, that will make for a total of 12, and then we can all zoom out and you can see that we've all carved a big clock into the battlefield.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like
So yeah, Cassie and Princess Requiem like copy each other kind of multiple times almost, because they're both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And do freaking clock face worth of like cross slashes.
All right, and what does Liz's part of this look like?
Oh, okay. Liz is still on the ground, so I'm gonna do that like the thing where you throw your legs in the air and kind of it spins and pulls you back up. But as I'm doing that, I'm going to hit with an elbow behind, like an elbow behind me.
Okay. And of course, we then get like the zoom out and the speed up of everything. So like we seen the slow version, and then we see like the sped up version where it all happens almost simultaneously. And there's like the clock in the battlefield, and in the middle, I guess. Do you want?
I really want that to be the finishing move. Like we do all the setup by carving the giant clock and doing all the flashy stuff, and then it just ends on a shot of Liz just elbowing him in the face and he explodes.
Okay. Do you want the Gordian like in the middle of the clock, or do you want the Gordian at like the 12?
Oh, definitely in the middle, as far as I'm concerned.
So all of this happens. Liz hits the Gordian with an elbow and
elbow.
Yes. And of course the Gordian falls forward and there's, explosions, and y'all get to do your celebration stance with the Guardian being defeated behind you. What pose does everybody strike?
I'm gonna throw up the horns.
I think so. Normally, Cassie would probably have some kind of like celebratory, jump or something, or some kind of flourish with her swords. But I think this time it's a little bit more subdued. She'll do subdued and yet flashy in a different way. She will like do a little almost like pirouette, and kind of like flick her currently laser swords as if to clean something off of them, and then go into some kind of like, I don't know, like military looking, like, hold at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like right, Princess Requiem will like dramatically put her laser sword in its non-existent sheath, like put it away after a brief flourish, and as she's doing it, like the clone of Cassie, mimics her movements and fades away into golden dust up upon the wind, and then like.
Nice.
I think Riley simply just has like the sort of spectral bow and arrow, still just like slightly at the ready while doing like a half turn, looking back, like slightly at the explosion, but just ready just in case. Probably right next to Cassie.
And what pose does Liz have? Oh, that's right, the horns. I forgot.
The horns, right?
Like, yeah.
I'm sorry. That is on me. Of course, the victory, as it always is in these things, is a little short-lived as you hear Cybrex's voice boom through, and I do not remember what the phrase I had Cybrex say last time was, but the Gordian begins to grow into a giant version of itself.
Does like this general cyber axe or whatever, do we like hear his voice boom through time, or
Yes.
is it just okay? Yeah, I'm just like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever felt in my entire life.
You get used to it.
Like I heard it yesterday and tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah, I think she like Princess Requiem turns to Liz and gives her like a deadly serious look and says well, desperate times call for desperate measures. We must call upon biblically accurate Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm sorry, I just blanked out on what Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Biblically accurate Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, accurate Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Like, is that what you guys call your giant robot?
Yeah.
His permutation of it, yes. I believe its final form is Stone Age Steve Austin? No, that was last time.
Yeah.
Okay, for real, as a person, I just blanked out on what Stone Cold's catchphrase was.
Awesome 316 says, "Give me a hell yeah."
Rock is cooking, and that is obviously not it. So. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to say whatever it was. I will remember it in like 20 minutes and feel bad.
Right.
Back at Princess Requiem, and then again, deadly serious, say the phrase that I can't remember. And yes, here comes.
Just turn back and say, it's not delivery, it's the journal.
Yeah, it's give me a hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a hell yeah? And then yes, it's gonna. My mech is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And I think as they are having this conversation, they are slowly, from a slightly zoomed out perspective, like walking towards each other, and Princess Requiem will just still stone face, hell yeah, and you see their mechs sprout from the ground beneath.
I love this.
So are we doing the summoning sequence, or would you like to prep yours first?
Yeah. What is what mech do you have, Cassie? Casey.
So when I was red, it was like the tiger. That I think, I can't remember if it was one of the arms or something. But I think we gotta lean into the like tiger dragon combo at this point. I think at this point I have a griffin. Is that cool? Can we?
It's fine with me.
Okay. So yeah, I have a griffin that comes from the mountains, that are conveniently just outside the
Mhm,
city,
yeah.
as it is. And I don't know. I don't think we have. I don't know. Do we have? Do Cassie and Riley's mechs like have some kind of combination or?
I'd assume so.
Okay.
I feel like mine's probably going to be something like with big wings, like maybe a phoenix. Um, and then like the wings form a bit of a cape to give it like that night feel.
Okay. So is it like a griffin that kind of like is on all fours and then does the like stand up thing?
Yeah.
And like the hand, the hands with thumbs come out of the paws somehow.
Yeah, I think like I give it sort of the wings and almost like these like shoulder pauldron looking things from like the talons.
Nice.
And then like probably like a bit of a sharpness to the head of it.
Oh, I love that. So yeah, we have our gold and silver, I don't know, some kind of like knightly looking combined mech at this point. Yeah, I think it probably looks more armored than the old one did.
Yeah, we've done this enough times. We've probably gotten smart about armor.
Well, also the previous one was like a bunch of smaller mechs together.
Yeah.
And I think it was like mostly agile. So this one is probably more like it looks like a knight.
Yeah, probably better about tanking and blocking.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've also described this last time our last week's session, but Princess Requiem's like own parts of the mech are her, she takes her plush griffin out of her like tote bag, and it poofs into a real griffin, which then folds out dimensionally into a giant like knight with with glorious angel wings, which then continues to fold out into a biblically accurate throne angel.
Jeez.
Which
That's
I
terrifying.
guess Steve Austin then equips.
Yep.
Ooh,
And that's
boy.
how we get biblically accurate Steve Austin.
I guess also known as Throne Cold Steve Austin.
Can I get a heaven? Yeah.
Back in time. Very small, quick aside. When I was a kid, my hometown made the news for officially at a city council meeting getting "Hello" changed to "Heaven-O."
Wild. Oh man.
I think like one of the for Requiem's part, like an extra eye will open up somewhere on one of his biceps or something, and you'll hear it psychically say something like, "Don't be not afraid."
Oh my god. All right. So we have our knight and our angel equipped stone cold Steve Austin. Oh man.
I love games.
Yeah, you have to work with the partners you have, all right?
Is Octodad a part of this monstrosity?
Was once. But that is the part that is provided by Isla.
Yeah.
Isla's in chat, that's why.
Oh!
Hi,
Hi, Isla.
So, I think, like, there's nothing stopping from Octodad part of the mech, showing up and being a part of the ultimate form.
Yeah, do we just have, like, we get a little, one of those semi-translucent images of Isla's face shows up in the sky, and our mech, like, summons a stand of Octodad.
Yes.
All right.
The spirit of Octodad arises. Indeed. Indeed.
So, what does it look like when your two mechs put a beat down on the Gordian? Because that's what's going to happen. There's two of you. The Gordian isn't going to be much of a, he's not going to be a better fighter
Just 'cause he's bigger.
gigantic. So, what does this fight look like?
I've described a lot of
is-
stuff, so I think other people should.
Is Stone Cold Steve Austin a heel or a face?
All right, that's a complicated question. The Attitude Era. That you're asking a lot.
I just wanted to know how appropriate would it be for like one of our mechs to hold it back while the other just wheels on it,
That tracks. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
or I don't know.
I mean, you can. All right, you use our shield like a steel chair. That's it.
Look, if it's good enough for kanji, it can work for us. Steel
I've been playing
chairs and
people.
like Fey-like shields fall into the same weapon category. There is a precedent.
Yeah, so like we, the Stone Cold, the biblically accurate Stone Cold Steve Austin, can hold on to the monster. Y'all come in with the shield like a steel chair, and then we see where it goes from there.
I think like once they've gone and thoroughly beaten it up, we can like ascend to the heavens upon golden wings and then just people's elbow drops down.
Yeah, I was about to say we got to do a concerto in there. I think we summon a second shield and just like at one point squish it together.
Oh, yes. I love this
Oh
so
my
much.
god! I'm
Yeah.
This
delighted.
just turned into a street fight.
Yeah, I feel like we've already finished it and we go 20 more hits into the combo.
Yeah.
By God, he has a family.
It's like one of those all-out
You know, we
attacks
summon in
where-
our Octodad assist halfway through just to extend the combo by another 30 hits.
We're just doing an infinite. This is awful. This is mean.
Yeah, this is BM.
the Octodad stand has, you know, just what, 4 times the aura.
Got those in the pocket every day.
Yes.
Of you.
Hmm.
All right. So you finish this combo, and the Guardian falls forward, defeated. The orb is safe. We started a little late tonight. Are y'all okay if we go over a little bit? Because I do want to get a few little scenes in here. So after you like leave your mechs and you're back on the ground, you get a message from the professor. Somebody attacked the lab. It's been ransacked.
Is Charlie okay?
Charlie's fine, but the lab's not. They took something.
Hey, yeah, let's go. And yeah, I think we head out to the lab, barring anyone disagreeing.
Nope. Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the professor said, the lab is trashed. Charlie is fine. He appears to have tried to fight back, but he didn't get injured or anything. The professor has like one computer working with an image up on it of what is clearly a Millennium Knight in profile, but you can't like see like what color or any other identifying marks.
For those unaware, Charlie is our blue gem powered ex-evil robot.
Yes,
Oh,
imagine the
okay.
Roger droids from Star Wars. It's one of those.
Oh, they're called B1 battle droids.
Oh, I know. We just started calling him Roger Rogers as we like did it.
Yeah. But he's one of like our allies now.
Legally a knight.
So you said that there's an image of a Millennium Knight in profile on the one remaining monitor.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything we can like can we interact with the image at all, or is it just?
Can we zoom and enhance?
Yeah, can we zoom and enhance?
The professor's like, I've been trying to do that. Unfortunately, this was just before they shot the camera with the blaster, so there's not a whole lot here. All I can tell is that they're, whoever they are, they're definitely from our timeline, Riley and Cassie. But
Plot thickens.
I don't know who they'd be.
Wait, wasn't there a third? Wasn't there another like Millennium Knight signature earlier?
Yeah,
that was
or
that
was
was
that-
Finn. That was
Okay.
Finn.
Are there any? I mean, and there's no signature. I mean, we can't even check for signatures right now.
We have another problem. So that orb y'all went to collect years ago, I was entrusted with something similar, and I hid it in a box that blocked its energy signature in the wall. But whoever they were, they knew it was there.
Is it? This is gonna sound silly, Professor. Is it you? Like you from the past? I don't know. Time's weird.
I It shouldn't
Well,
be
now
me
that we've
from the
heard what you
past.
did, it could be any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope we're not fighting evil versions of ourselves
We
again.
already did that.
Exactly.
Well, y'all already did that. We haven't yet.
Don't worry, you'll
I
get there.
haven't fought an evil version of myself. I'd
Don't
love
worry,
to fight
you'll
an evil.
get there. It's not fun.
Wait. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a image from one of the campus cameras for, and the professor pulls up an image, and it's still not very clear, but you can tell from the look on the professor's face that they recognize whoever it is.
That's not one of us, right?
No, it's an old teammate of mine.
Huh?
Ooh.
Back then, we called her Mara. She went missing.
How long ago?
30 years ago, something like that, like before Albin's first time as a knight.
Ooh. That's... So it seems like everything got a lot messier then.
I hate time.
Sounds like we know our next destination, the early 90s.
Okay, so we're going to my time. Got it.
Yeah.
Do you need anything from us? I'm looking at Princess Requiem and Liz.
Good question. I don't suppose we could agree on a time sometime in the not too distant future and, well, meet up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have just a thing for that. And I like reach into a secret box that I keep, just of backup interdimensional communicators. I give this at least one to every team I interact with whenever we take a jump. So this one's for you guys.
Aw,
If you
thanks.
need us, hopefully we can go through time as well as space. If not, we might need a little more help on your end for getting us there. But we should be able to help.
Right. If I ever start using these to transmit blueprints or any sort of way to build machinery, destroy it, burn it, don't look back.
Huh?
Hey?
You gotta at least send a note as why. Please just send a note when you send them.
We're working on preventing certain outcomes. We don't want to disseminate information that might result in the birth of our antagonist.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay.
All right, I do have one more question about like your timeline. Did the Zune make it there? Like, was Zune the bigger one? I've been wanting to ask all day.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, and I think she puts a hand on your shoulder and then says, "The Zune has been memorialized into eternity."
Suck it, Apple.
Disappears. And I think on the way back, she asked Liz, "What's a Zune?"
Before you leave, the professor goes, you should know that Cybrax, the thing they took, it's a piece of the source of all Millennium Knight's power. Years ago, and this will sound both familiar to Riley and Cassie, that years ago I met a knight. He called himself the Guardian of the Source. He had a bit of a pearlescent, opalescent sheen to him, very multicolored. He seemed to represent as many of the Millennium Knight's colors as possible. He handed me it and told me that I'd have to protect it. And it seems that I've failed in that. Honestly, I kind of forgot about it after 30 years. But if that's what Cybrex wants, we're in bigger trouble than you probably think we are.
Are our powers at risk?
Yes.
Didn't we have there was a video or something from an opalescent night?
Allison Turner told you that that's who gave her the crystal that you acquired in the first episode.
Yeah.
An opalescent knight gave it to her.
I'm going to turn to Princess Requiem and going, it's that guy again.
Of course. But who is that guy?
Well, as long as we can help, call us when you need us.
Matter the place, and I guess time?
Yeah, and I think, she'll a little wink and then go, anytime.
Ah, I get it.
Finger guns.
Does anybody want to do any personal closing scenes? You know, like what does it look like after you split ways and go, and the Chronomask Knights go back to their timeline? What does that look like?
I have a scene. I think after the dust settles, and I think after like a day of cleaning and helping repair the lab, I just sort of sit next to Cassie and I'm like, hey, I've been meaning to ask you something for a while.
Yeah, what's up?
Um, I don't know if you noticed when we were at my place earlier. Like, my roommate's not really there anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, no. Sort of trying to make it in bigger cities, but um, still helps pay just for storage. But I have more room, and I know you don't like necessarily living with a bunch of a bunch of freshmen. So if you,
Yes.
I didn't even ask the question yet.
Okay, but
I, yeah, yeah, I'd like for you to live with me. Uh, why is asking you questions always so hard?
um, I don't know. Feelings are tough, I guess.
Yeah, I've gotten better. I
You
mean,
have.
took like 20 minutes to ask you out the first time.
Yeah, it did. And I will give Riley a kiss. And say, honestly, I'm thinking that this is going to be a good step.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Um, can't wait. Um, also, like, I don't know if you should like give your roommates time or if you want to just like get you out of there. Either way is kind of fine by me.
I'll talk to I'll talk to them and let them know that they got to find somebody new for once, and I'll
It's
let
they're college freshmen. It'll take 2 seconds.
right exactly.
Throw a stone. I love you, Cassie.
I love you too.
I'm good on this scene. It's perfect.
All right. What about Princess Requiem and Liz? What does it look like when you get home?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
we probably. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna do a big sigh, turn to look at Princess Requiem and say, "Do you want to go get dinner? I feel like dinner."
Oh, yes, dinner sounds lovely right now. It has been, well, technically no time, but you know what I mean.
It has been a day.
Yes, in a matter of speaking.
Yeah, you know what? We're getting pizza and beer,
Yes.
or pizza and something else, but I'm having a beer.
All right. So within my games, I have a few quote unquote brands that I use. So my question is, do you go to Polyhedron's Pizza?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
It is a Domino's like pizza place basically. So you can go pick up pizza. They they do not have any other drinks but Nightmare Stallion because it's a very popular energy drink. So they just have Nightmare Stallion. But you can get pizza and so what does uh I just happened to look over at chat and it, um what did what does this scene look like after you get pizza as you're eating pizza?
I feel like whatever we're getting, Princess Requiem just sort of always miraculously ends up with magical girl appropriate foods. So she's probably either they skipped the scene where she ate pizza and she's now like having a parfait or something, or she just inexplicably has a crepe at a pizza place.
That's I was gonna ask if you eat the pizza with the fork and a knife, but I think it's also funny to just have like a completely different food.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
All right, I did establish the fork and knife thing last time. Huh?
that
uh, I guess those can both be like options.
do you have any conversation or anything while you sit here?
Yeah, I think like Princess Requiem is asking Liz to tell her about what the team used to be like before she came into this timeline or something. If you're, I mean, I realize that that's putting you on the spot as a player. So if you don't immediately want to answer that or steer it somewhere different, then feel free to.
Liz is gonna say, I don't really feel like talking about work right now.
I see. Why don't you tell me about your neighbor? She seems nice.
Oh yeah, no, she's super sweet, a little nosy, but basically she's just trying to like be a mom to absolutely everyone in the building. It's really nice, very stressful for her though. And you want to come meet her?
Would love to.
Oh, she's gonna try to mother you. It's gonna be great. Okay, come on.
And I just realized I don't have my note document open, so hold on. I'm very bad at taking notes, so it's pretty sparse, but I do have a couple of names in here. And Wendy, you go off to meet Wendy, and that is a perfect place to end tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know it was a little chaotic, but because we had our Turbo Jungle friends here, I wanted to make it a little epic, and I hope y'all had fun. I know I did.
I don't know if you saw in the chat, but if you need help for a big finale episode, just give me a
Right?
date and I'll be there.
Okay, I think we can make that happen.
I already have a fun idea about that, but don't worry, I'll DM you later.
All right.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. I also have like an idea for a ending scene to seed something that I talked with you about, but I'm not sure if now is the right time. Because we
Oh, if you wanna add that in, we can do that.
yeah, I think like when they eventually like leave the neighbor's place, like Princess Requiem will will probably have at some point have a moment to herself, or, be waiting in a bedroom or something. Just sit down and open up like a hollow locket that is somehow like in faded old timey colors, and it has I think it has like a group photo in it of a different team of Millennium Knights, and they're all kind of excessively accessorized and night themed and have their little half capes and stuff. I think by like sort of anime ancestor standards, they look suspiciously like cast members that are already there. And there's like just in the corner there's this sort of this mousy girl wearing like bracelets and having like maybe just a small shield and nothing else. And by the looks of it, that looks the most like Princess Requiem.
And this is her
And this
friend,
is like
or
like her last photo of her old team.
Okay. Do we just get a glimpse of the picture, or do we see like Princess Requiem having some kind of like emotions while looking at this picture?
She is looking at it mournfully while the full moon is in the window next to her.
Okay.
And they're probably like, if we're going really extra, they're like briefly reflected in there alongside her reflection. She looks at it for a moment, and then turns to have dinner with the rest of them.
Okay. All right. So we will sign out for the night and
Oh,
start.
sorry. I saw Singal asking what color did she used to be.
Oh, that's good.
Orange.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's interesting.
That's a fun one.
I like that. All right, Cassie, who are you and where can we find you on the internet?
So I'm Artemis. I am a streamer. I have recently gotten into VTubing. So if you want to see my purple-haired, like space mom persona, you can check me out on Twitch at Artemis Harp, like the instrument. I am currently streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. We're playing Persona 4 Golden right now. So yeah, it's a good time.
We referenced that.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Ooh, I have Shinji, or I have Kanji. Yeah. I was on a tiny bit of like a pseudo hiatus where I was super sporadic for a while, but we're back into it. We're playing P4. You can find me on Twitter with Weird Thoughts at weird hours because I work night times. So you can find me with that at Artemis HP.
All right, and Riley.
Hi everyone, I'm Dare, and if you remember me, I always had too much shit going on, so I gotta stretch for this. Hi everyone, I'm Dare. I currently use she/they pronouns. You could find me on Twitter, TikTok, most other places at NBDare. That is ENBYDARE. I am on way too many things, way too many times. One of the big things I'm doing is Transplanar RPG, which is an all trans people of color led D&D homebrew campaign led in a non-orientalist, non-colonialist world, DM'd by the incredible Connie Chong. I am also doing Unremarkables, which is a superhero campaign of masks also happening. Those happen at the exact same time on Saturdays. Don't ask how I do it. I'm a wizard. But besides that, you can find me just everywhere on the internet. My name will be changing very soon because my birthday is Tuesday and I have something big planned. I'll be turning a youthful 26. So yeah, just catch me on the internet. I design games and a million other things. So throw me money. Just once again, ENBYDARE on Twitter.
All right, and Princess Raccoon.
All right. Well, that is a good follow up because Riley does a lot of things. I do not a lot of things. I'm at Regular Bear on Twitter. I do voice acting. I'm technically open for commissions. Yeah, I've been in a few small things that you can probably find there if you dig. Yeah, I don't have that active of an online footprint at the moment, so I guess if you want to follow that and the occasional streaming that I do, then you can find me at Reguline Pair on Twitter, where I'm called Iris Dasvia.
And Liz.
Hello, I am Lauren. You can find everywhere that I'm at professionally on my website, LW Salinas. That includes voice work, audiobooks, streams, anime. I am in an anime. It's pretty cool. I am also on a Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast called Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D. every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central on geeks.live. We are currently in the middle of talking about X-Men, the animated series, and we will be talking Moon Knight when that premieres in March. What else? Yeah, and other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Sithwitch, SITHWITCH, and that is where you will find me these days, mostly yelling about professional wrestling, but also tweeting pictures of possums and my pets and um, signal boosting stuff. So that is me.
All right, and I am Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy, and of course in the Nerds of Dice Discord. And here, currently for Friday nights, I'm unsure, but hopefully iHunt will be back soon on Thursdays. Next Tuesday is the finale for Rift's Ballad of Fates. We are ending on 49 episodes, which will probably forever bother me that it's not on 50, but it's fine. We will be doing something else. It has not been decided yet, so keep your ears open for what that will be. On Monday nights, I'm over on the Bardic Nox channel playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We are currently in the 5Ds era now, learning how to use synchro monsters and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, and I have some games and stuff that I wrote. There are the Tax Sisters. You can pick them up to be NPCs in your Visigoths vs. Molgoths game, and there is the Nightmare, which is mech for Nova. I think that is everything for me. Yeah, that's everything. I sometimes forget some of the stuff that I am in, but we are all good. We are going to raid Devil's Luck Gaming tonight, and we hope to see you next time. Oh, you know what? Actually, I did forget something. I'm not sure who all the guests in the future are going to be, but I do know that we are going to have that girl at that place. Maxine is in the Rift Ballad of Fates game. She will be joining us in a couple of weeks. And so will another one of my fellow cast members from Rift Ballad of Fate, Revered Cutie, will also be joining us the week after. So I'm looking forward to that, and it'll be a lot of fun. So hope to see you then, and have a good night, everyone. Bye.